So I got a question from Z-Bears, great name, and they ask, why do my knuckles get sore and my fingers hurt during gi training? I'll share a couple ideas why that's happening and a few things you can do to hopefully decrease the soreness and the pain in your fingers, and a little exercise you can do as well. So let's get into it. So most likely, the reason why your fingers are hurting or getting sore during gi training is you're probably just gripping the gi for dear life. You're probably gripping as hard as you can. You're not letting go of the grip. I think we've all done this as beginners in jiu-jitsu, and some of us continue to do it. And I sometimes will hold on to a grip a little too long. But I think that when you're holding on to a grip and somebody breaks that grip off, it's gonna cause some irritation to the joint, also some irritation to those tendons, the little pulleys that allow you to close your hand up. So again, doing that, progressively gripping, it can be like an overuse thing as well. So it's kind of like you're constantly gripping and doing these death grips, you're causing that irritation to the tendons and the joints. So you're getting some inflammation into those joints. So here's some ideas that we can work on. Now, this one is not earth-shattering, but it's probably one of the best tips for saving your fingers if you're training the gi, and that is just letting go of grip. So when you're feeling that tension really increase in that collar or that grip, just let go and worry about re-gripping, okay? So if you're feeling that tension, don't hold on for dear life, because if you get those fingers snapped and you get that repetitively happening, it's going to irritate those fingers and those joints. You're going to get some probably inflammation in those fingers, and you might get some fingers like mine. I got a little nasty finger right there. A couple of my fingers have been messed up from the gi, not holding or not letting go. So I think that letting go is a very important and beneficial idea for longevity. So let go of the grip, re-grip. So the next thing is just modifying your grips. Again, use different grips. You want to do sleeve grips, collar grips, head ties, wrist control. I think those are all really valuable things. Utilize those, use certain grips and then modify grips. So maybe sleeve grips, those can be kind of a tough grip. So if you have a sleeve grip instead of a sleeve grip, maybe do a wrist control or 2-on-1 control. That's another idea. Vary your grips, modify those as well. The other thing is mix in no-gi as well. Of course, some people are primarily no-gi practitioners, some primarily gi. However, I think doing both is a good blend. You're gonna work your body a little differently, you're gonna work your hands differently, different grips. So I think that if you vary your training, modify, do a little bit of gi, a little bit of no-gi, listen to your body, what feels better to you. And some people, there's kind of a debate on whether gi is harder on your body or no gi is harder on your body. I think just see what feels best to you, and if gi really beats your fingers up, work in a little no gi, vary your grips, and modify those grips. So here's a few exercises that you can do to kind of help those fingers, warm them up even. One is tendon glide. So what we're gonna do basically is you can start with the hand here, and you're gonna just work on just moving these knuckles here. Keeping the finger straight, just moving these knuckles. Then you can work on bending from those knuckles, kind of these knuckles here, and then closing the fist and then opening the fist up. This is another one, almost like a tendon glide. We're getting those tendons to move, okay? So there's another one. The last one is gonna be one that you're gonna utilize for each finger, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with, I'll start with, I don't wanna flick you guys off. We're gonna start with this index finger. So first thing we'll do is just working on this middle knuckle, and then we're gonna work on just the knuckle closest to the fingertip. So again, you're gonna kind of do these knuckles first, you're gonna open and close the hand, doing that little tendon glide, and then you're gonna work through each knuckle about 5 to 10 reps to really loosen up and really work each joint. You can do these before or after. Again, there's other things you can do, some resisted finger opening exercises, you can do some gentle strengthening things if you need to. A lot of times I don't really utilize a lot of extra grip training, like grip strengthening, just because we already do so much of that with jiu-jitsu. You can utilize a little bit of those little finger resisted bands, or you can kind of open up the hand just to work the opposing areas of the hand. But again, those are some ideas. The tendon glides are really helpful, actually. It's a good maintenance exercise to do. It's something we utilize in physical therapy. So hopefully that helps, and I'll talk to you guys next time.